Alright, that's game.
We killed the DM, guys.
Alright, let's go home.
We need more
The
JoJo.
final battle is against me, Dio!
There might be some fan noise in the background, but whatever.
Yep.
Just keep things
Oh,
cool
we're
here.
recording now?
Yeah.
With some good editing, you'll get it out.
Put a bit of music on. There we go.
We need Awesome Mix Volume 2.
Points for the reference, Brian. So, we're going to do a lot of Theater of the Mind stuff today, because, well, I don't have my maps or my my minis with me.
That's fine, we don't either.
Cool.
So last time we left off, we found out that our new friend was a vampire.
Yep.
And me and Jeremy like her. He's selling more
I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
You got completely brainwashed.
And behind the scenes, you give us a chance to try to say, something's not right here.
Would you like to try this, Brian?
Okay.
Well, the question is, you could tell whether or not something's wrong here, or the question is whether or not you decide to actually do something about it.
I'd like to point out that before I got brainwashed, I had talked with our peers that I wasn't comfortable with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you may be weak-willed and, attractive woman comes on to you. You may,
You know what?
you're young
Once.
compared to me. You're real young. Oh yeah, I was annoyed at that.
I'm just a dwarf.
That people try to fool me with stuff. You young people with your ideas.
So, it's been a couple of weeks since we've been back.
Yeah.
It's been quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long time getting from there to here.
It's been a long road.
But our time is
My
finally
time
here.
is finally near. Fuck Enterprise's intro.
It was a good song.
No, but here's the thing. They already had
Yeah.
a theme song, but they decided to use the pop song instead. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
They always use a different song for each generation anyways.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-dum.
I would have preferred the Star Trek in the song. That would have been a good.
Very good. Very good.
Spacewalking.
Walking.
Trekking across the universe.
Okay. All right. So, a bright flash of white light has streaked across the sky.
Engage.
I have bottle caps. I will throw them at you, Evan.
Okay.
Here you go.
Thank you.
It's alright, when the world ends, I can afford water. You can't.
Next.
Hold on to them.
Brotherhood of Steel, I don't need your fucking caps.
Yeah, they'll just steal them from them.
No, we'll take your technology and make our own water that's better.
Okay. So, everyone rolling a dex save right off the bat.
Kaboom! So much for, hey, maybe I should try to insight because something is wrong here. Oh well, we know it's wrong. We don't need dice rolls for that. We know something's up.
A dex save, you said?
Oh
Yep.
well.
Is this a charm effect?
No.
You're being shot.
14.
You're being charmed by lightning! Good going, Sherlock!
I mean, how.
Well, no, he didn't say what happened.
I mean, do you find the white flash attractive?
Stop.
Then,
Stop. No. We're not delving. I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
you said a white flash. It could have been some sort of magic thing.
Don't pretend you don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
None of you.
17.
See, I don't dive into H-anime in my spare time like some people. I'm just saying.
Julian.
You in particular.
What?
I have a sneaky suspicion about you.
Oh, no.
With the stuff you
He's
post on
pointing at
Facebook.
Jeremy.
Anyway, what did you guys get?
15.
17.
Piss.
15. Pass some go to Achilles.
Jer.
I told you, 15.
You got a
Okay.
bottle. Or not a
Everyone
bottle.
except Brennan manages to brace themselves against the bulkheads of the aircraft.
Oh, what, a 14 isn't good enough?
Brennan, however, falls prone and is now sliding around on the floor.
What kind of aircraft were we in?
I thought we were in a biplane.
Rigid fuselage, kind of like a DC 3, if that's what you will.
So we're inside, seatbelts, that kind of thing. You should
Well, it's
buckled
more
up.
of a cargo plane.
You should have buckled up. Safety first, youngster.
Yeah, safety first.
That's why the three of us didn't go flying.
Okay, Pops.
It's not a very in character thing to say. Gotta be more stone face. You gotta have a face full of stone. It won't move at all. You poke that face, try to move it, it'll just feel like stone because you're a dwarf.
You gotta Botox.
That's racist.
You gotta Botox your face.
Yeah. Eterna Botox.
All right. So what happens now?
Well,
The
we
plane
see
manages
him.
to right itself, but if you glance out
What was that flash?
if you glance outside, you can see the wingtips have been singed. Like, as in red hot singed.
Lightning. You know what? Would I directly know this off the top of my head, or would that be a check? Because it
That would be a check.
seems like lightning. It's unnatural lightning. Oh.
What are you rolling? Insight?
No, it was just a bug flew in my face. Nope.
Piss?
I can't figure it out.
You
at the
rolled
moment.
piss?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll mage hand to pat out the flames of the wingtips.
Okay, you're gonna cast Mage Hand?
Yeah.
Your Mage Hand appears outside. Just as it's about to it gets flung away. You're traveling at like 200 miles an hour, dude. This is not gonna work.
Man.
It's not on fire, it's just hot metal now.
I'm going to do some kind of looking check to see if it was magic or natural.
So you mean an Arcana check?
I suppose so, yeah.
It seems
So that would be
magical.
a 15.
It's not mundane, that's for sure.
Some kind of special stuff.
So what? We're being tracked and someone used it against us then?
I think again.
You know what?
Yeah.
Using this knowledge, try to think in recent history who might have possibly cast this spell upon the plane to try to destroy it. So that's a history
What was
check.
his blood brother's name, by the way? That orc
Blork.
he saved.
We'll call him Blork.
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 Alright.
Evan, what
Orc the
information
orc.
did you find out?
This was magical of some
Okay.
kind. Could be
20
religious, could be
to
magical.
recall in my
hollow.
brain if any of this is familiar to me. Like I've seen anything like this before.
You don't recall exactly who would be able to do something like this, but you do remember that when you were leaving the Balerian harbor, as you were sinking beneath the waves, there was a similar white flash to the south.
Balerians were the mountainous people, right?
They were the ones with the that you saved the land from the Lich.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So I relayed this information that I saw a similar flash before we left the area caused by something that's been following us.
What do you think it could be?
I have some ideas.
Roll me a religion check, Chair.
Jeremy.
Is that customary for nature? For
That's
lightning?
for you and you alone.
It's something.
Yeah, this isn't
Well,
bad.
not
It's a
bad.
It's a thing doing a thing.
It's a 10.
You gonna give him a bonus on that? This is his
I'll
domain?
give him advantage on it because of his nature.
It's a thing.
Don't fuck it up.
He's rolling.
Crit.
Nat 20.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
I was waiting to say he rolled a 1.
The attack.
Like the camera zooms in on my face. I like have a flashback at something.
Oh my god.
Suddenly,
The
this
song
is
music starts playing.
no.
Dun,
This
dun,
is
dun.
the end by the
Dun,
Doors
dun,
starts
dun,
playing
dun,
as
dun,
like the camera goes in a
dun, dun,
circle.
Showing
And
all the people that died and all the things, and it all comes together.
anyone?
Oh my
No,
God,
I know what you're
play this
saying,
here.
but no one else saw Apocalypse. No, it's a classic. I digress.
So
No,
what
these are
do I
yours.
remember?
It's celestial in origin.
Oh,
Someone doesn't
It's
like
the
that.
same. Okay, let me go back even further. It's a flashback of yours. As a matter of fact, it's the last thing you remember before waking up in that cavern with the big black dragon. A big white flash.
Okay.
you've been
It was the
vaporized.
same lightning that was used to smite you in the very beginning.
Guys, we gotta get out of the air.
Why?
Is it?
That's not natural.
I can gather
Did
that.
you say you remember something like this before you disappeared?
So who's been chasing us?
A little meta there.
So
But do you
What's going
say
on?
that?
You look a little bit worried.
so who's been chasing us then?
The camera zooms in on my face. Uber.
Dun dun dun.
Do you specifically tell us that you remember this before you disappeared?
I'll probably say something once we get to the ground.
Are you a bit freaked out? Like, guys, we gotta land. Oh no, he found. Is it like
More monotone voice because he's very stoic. We gotta
Is it
land.
like
we gotta
in
land. We gotta land.
Doctor Who when she sees the Daleks and she's like, "Oh, you were so young when you died."
Don't blink.
No, when the Daleks invaded Earth.
The hatchway to the cockpit opens up, and the pilot walks in, scratching his head.
I thought the vampire was flying.
No, it was her and one of the orcs.
Oh, it took an orc with us?
Yeah, he's kind of scratching his head, and he looks at you.
Does he have wounds on his neck?
No, he doesn't.
Huh?
We might have a slight problem.
You what?
We've gathered that much.
Did we lose?
I just turned toward him, just expectantly waiting him to say something.
What's your name? Your name is in Snickers. It says.
No.
Did something happen to the ship?
No.
We may have lost
well,
Does it have anything to do with your co-pilot?
I kinda can't.
Did someone disappear?
Did you lose a wing?
Beep beep.
Sorry about that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, turn the volume off.
We kinda can't go up
We'll go
or
down.
down.
Okay, well, keep going.
And why not?
Well, because, you see, at some point, we're gonna run out of fuel.
Yeah. Then we'll go down.
And we'll die.
I don't suppose any of you here are mages.
Yeah.
I have some talents.
Do you happen to know the Featherfall spell?
What happened?
Whatever that was, it's fused the actuators in the straight position.
Well,
You're using terms I haven't really heard much before, I'm just saying.
Yeah, same here.
Lightning
I've heard
strike
about this.
plane. Plane only fly straight. When one out of fuel,
I would think we'd at least glide down. I mean, landing probably
have
still
you
would
ever
be soft.
flown a plane before?
No, we've never really seen them before,
Okay.
now have we? Maybe
I
you
think
have
this
in all your
man
travels.
knows what he's talking about.
Yes. So, what do we do then? Any way to arc it at all, up or down, or do something toward our destination?
I could
Slow
attempt
down?
to yaw the aircraft when we run out of fuel, but there's always the risk that we will, spiral, go into a death spiral and crash into a mountain somewhere.
What kind of fuel does your plane use?
Why?
Well, because he's a dwarf, and his blood is probably like 70% proof.
What are you insinuating?
I'm just throwing that out there.
Or incinerating.
We can heal spell. You know, you'll be fine.
My hand glows like an orangey color. What do you mean healing to fuel
We can't
this
stay up there
thing?
forever.
No, so that if we, if it'll run off, dwarvish
Is anyone
blood,
missing
we'd
from
be
the
okay.
ship?
Or healing magic,
Nope.
perhaps.
No, you can heal him. I don't think it's.
And
I can do that.
there's even worse news.
What's the worst news?
What?
There are no parachutes.
Yeah, I saw that coming. Do you have any rope? Do you have any materials? How long of fuel do you have?
About 2 hours.
All right, how much material do you have?
He looks around at the plane, the empty cargo hold.
Yeah. I can sew, but I need materials to sew.
Of course you do.
Can he really, or are you just making
I've
that
lived for 1 billion years. I've picked up
You
sewing
have
somewhere along the way.
You have proficiency in that.
I'm sure I do. Yeah.
Would DM's Fiat?
For what?
Can
He
I
has
sew?
proficient in sewing or making of clothing.
I don't care.
Okay.
I've been alive for a really long time. I'm sure I've picked up a bit of jack of all trades.
Bit of everything.
Yeah.
Sure.
I've been an emperor once.
Probably be, I don't know, intelligence or dexterity plus proficiency.
Yeah, it's dex something, I suppose.
Probably. Because you're utilizing
Sleight of
your
hand,
arms.
kind of.
Yeah. Well, you're proficient in it. So, anything you can craft up and fiddle around with?
There's no fabric, though.
Yes, there is.
We can
there is?
Oh.
He's looking around at everybody.
Well, everyone disrobe, I guess.
Luckily, I have other garments and armor, so I carry.
I have a very unusual trick I might be able to do to everyone, but I don't know if it could help with everyone.
How?
What do you got?
I could cast Bigby's hand
And just grab us.
and just have people hold on to it before we hit the ground.
Okay. And we leave the vampire on board the plane.
Wait, how far from water are we?
He looks out the window. There's a few inland seas and Fortuna
Within 2 hours' time?
right below us.
Are there any Alright, well, let's just try and make some parachute. I'll do my best. Unless anyone else has any other ideas.
Yeah,
Take your pants off.
I make maps.
No.
I don't make...
Jared's asking how big Bigby's hand is, and it's size large.
That could accommodate probably up to 4 people. But not the orc and not the vampire. You know what? They'll hug on to each other.
Fine. She's
I'll carry the
probably
vampire.
misform or something.
Well, I mean, we don't have to be standing on it.
You're kind of blazed.
We can have a person grab onto each finger.
Actually, was she wearing a dress at all, or was she
420 blaze
or
it.
something?
Armored long coats.
I could.
I'm not sure this
You
material.
know what? If I do know you are an effective
parachutes.
charm,
What?
does lesser restoration end those sort of effects? I know it affects mental effects and diseases.
No.
Yup, diseases, poisons, mental effects.
Mental effects, doesn't that include charm?
Madness.
Something like insanity.
You gain effects of insanity. This is not an insanity; it's a spell effect.
Being a vampire's
Wisdom
thrall is a
save.
bit more.
Wait,
powerful.
to spell magic is what I need. I don't.
But
have
you
that.
don't know it's magical in origin.
Jared's casting Wisdom save right now.
You're casting.
I cast wisdom save and I roll in that
Okay,
one.
he's not casting. He's
You feel
cast
unbelievably
casting.
compelled to proceed into the cockpit of the aircraft.
All right. I notice this is a bit off. Where do you think you're going?
It's like you're not even there.
Well,
I'm going to follow him.
let's be real now. It's not like the cockpit has any use anymore.
Don't you know he's acting a bit strange?
He always acts strange.
No, like stranger. He told us to keep on the lookout with the vampire, and now he's friends with her. That's a little bit odd, don't you think?
That is weird, yeah. Isn't the vampire in the cockpit right now?
Yes, she's helping the co-pilot.
So then he's going right to her.
Yes.
All right,
Okay.
so
I'll follow. So I follow him.
I guess I'll follow everyone else because.
What?
I don't know
No,
what's
you're
going on.
making parachutes.
Yeah, but it's armored. It's armored material. That's not. It's too heavy. It's not gonna work.
We mean leather.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's gotta be more like.
Leather just
clothing.
not a good parachute.
I have
It's
cloth.
gotta be clothing material.
Does everyone have cloth? Like basic cloth in the inventory?
I don't.
Even if you had enough cloth,
Yeah.
insight.
Go for it.
Even if you had enough cloth for each person's clothing, it would barely be enough for one
yeah.
parachute.
Oh.
Yeah, but if he's gonna cast Bigby's hand, that'd be just right on that.
Well, one person gets a parachute.
You wouldn't even need to.
Yeah, I mean,
you wouldn't even need to
It
parachute
was nice
Bigby's
knowing
hand.
you guys, but it's
Mostly because
just
it's
one
just a magical
parachute.
construct.
You parachute
I'm
off
sorry.
and we go on the
Flies.
hand.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? I quickly
No.
just go into. Is there any sort of space
Well, no,
for
let's-
a restroom or something, like some hold I could use?
No.
Oh.
Actually, I do have some poison on me. If you guys
Plane. It's a military cargo plane.
There's just 2 rooms.
Yep.
if you guys want, I can let the end.
How high
game
up
us.
are we right now?
Just offering that because it doesn't look very promising. Right now.
Guys,
How high up are we right now?
Average cargo plane back then about 10,000, 11,000 feet.
I presume this is the pilot saying this.
Yes.
Oh, he's quite articulate for
You know what?
What?
orc. That's out of character speaking.
That's racist!
Once we're about...
Yes, it is.
Once we're under 500 feet from the ground, then
Okay.
I'll cast Bigby's hand and we can just
Only
get out.
500 feet.
Well, that's for you guys. If I want to get out right now, I'd cast Fly on myself. But the point,
Athletics check. Grab.
the point is for you guys to survive this.
Yeah.
What if we stall the engine while it still has fuel and just like trickle it
There's
down?
2 engines.
Well, we have 2 of us.
What?
How the hell would you stall the engines? You can't go up and you can't go
You
down.
could just go to the fuel line and just like bend it like a hose.
How do you how per
Why-
se do you intend to do that without going out on the wing of the plane?
You could just turn it off. You do that from the cockpit
Yeah, but then
anyways.
you gotta turn it back on.
What does
If you're stalling it, you're trying to shut it
what
off.
does my wisdom
And
save?
none of you know this.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
What does
So this conversation's totally invalid because your characters
what?
don't know shit.
You know what? Why not ask the orc what he thinks would be a good idea?
Oh, I probably don't even know what a parachute is.
Have they been in?
Oh, well, hello. We could stall out the fuel lines.
What would that do?
Maybe try to overload the hydraulic presses to push more
Layman's
fluid.
terms.
We could try to make the flaps go up by pushing way too much pushing fuel into the hydraulic fluid lines.
In
Okay.
reality, you would not put fuel in the hydraulic lines.
Bad idea.
You can't do that anyways. It's an enclosed system.
Not on this plane.
What does my vampire master have me do?
Well, I'm
Mistress.
following you, so
Mistress.
I guess
That's not how
I'm
hydraulics
She
work.
has you flick a few random dials on the cockpit dash while you guys are chatting it up in the back of the plane.
fair.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
To be fair, I was heading toward the front room and I got distracted.
And deck saves.
You know what? I'm gonna head to the cockpit now because
Are you
that's
saying
no,
all
I
of us,
just
or are you
say-
talking about Brian and Jer?
22.
Are you
18.
talking about all of us?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? As I feel the rumble, I
Right.
guess I'm going to. With that, I'm gonna head to the cockpit.
Do I also dex check or?
Oh no, you don't head to the cockpit. You just manage to brace yourself, because all of a sudden you feel a.
Oh.
And you all start sort of floating. So you manage to brace yourselves against the bulkheads, but
Oh, a new experience. It's been so long.
you start to notice that the angle of the clouds suddenly tilts from it to.
Uh-oh.
And
This might be a bit difficult. The plane's going down faster than planned.
Cast it.
I don't know how much time we have before we crash.
He's still. I
Try.
can kill you, so it's painless right now. Still out
You
on
know
the
what?
table.
Kill the vampire. I don't
I
trust
can't.
her.
I cannot
Is there
crawl
an
right now. I am on the ceiling.
Now I have a question. I don't know the exact layout of this plane. Is there like an open air deck on top, or is it all like a modern enclosed?
Better not
it's
be
a cargo
very
hatch with
trouble.
a drop down clamshell door on the back.
Okay, so leaving through the back would just be like jump out of that then.
It would be pull this one lever on the wall and yeah.
Someone open the cargo hatch.
I'm not doing that.
Orcs, you know how to do that.
Strength
He's
check.
back with us.
Nope.
He's pinned.
He's pinned to the ceiling.
I'm gonna try to move toward the hatch.
Strength
the lever.
Oh, we're moving. Are
Ooh!
we falling that fast?
That's a 19 on the die.
No, don't pull that. Don't open the door. Don't
Okay,
open
Too
the
late.
door.
Too late. He's
I didn't.
doing it.
I didn't open the door. I got to the area.
Don't
Okay.
open the
You say
door.
that? Okay.
Don't open the door.
Why not?
Because you'll kill us all.
How so?
You'll kill us
if
all.
it's
We're on
out
the
the-
ceiling right now. If you open the door, we are going to die.
I don't open the hatch then. I just remain near it in case of emergency.
What do you mean in case of emergency?
The emergencies right now.
I know. In case of another emergency.
I'm
I
gonna
know.
crawl to the cockpit so I don't die with everyone else.
What are you talking about? You'll die first!
No, but it's at least
What-
you know
what
that
now?
when the door opens. 12
What now?
doesn't work.
Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy.
What now?
So, it starts to shake as you pick up speed.
Oh, look, we're starting to quickly grab, just to sort of latch on to.
Door
Strength.
handle. Don't
No,
grab the
no,
door
not
handle.
the door handle. Anything else?
Strength.
Okay, anything else I can just hold on to.
Yeah.
21 again.
When we just need to crawl, it wouldn't really take that much of a strength, right?
Do you know how many
Pressure.
G's you pull when something's like going nose down forward? Unless you're in like fighter pilots can take it because they're sitting in a specialized seat.
I mean, how
You're
fast?
in the back of a
how
cargo
fast
plane.
is the plane falling compared to how fast we're falling?
10,000 feet,
Terminal velocity.
45-degree angle,
Yeah,
nose dive.
Terminal velocity.
Pretty fast.
I knew we should kill that
G-forces.
vampire.
I mean,
Sorry,
we'd
you
be
gotta
falling
go
at
with
the
her.
same speed,
You gotta go with
so-
her.
What? If it's not accelerating,
You
actually,
only
if it's
die twice.
If it's terminal velocity, then we're going at the same speed, and it wouldn't be much.
No,
to
you're
do it.
still accelerating.
What do I
I'm
do
going
now?
to crawl to the hatch.
If you look out the windows, you can see that it's not terminal velocity for one important reason.
We still have wings.
The engines are still on and you're in a nose dive.
Turn off the engines.
Oh, so the
You
other
are
pilot's with
plummeting
us.
to your doom. Yes. No,
Okay.
the co-pilot is in the back with you.
All right, I'm
The
gonna try to.
vampire's alone in the cockpit.
I'm
with
gonna try
him.
to get to the cockpit. It's 18.
Okay, so you is that an 18 on the die or just
Total.
an 18 total? So you approach the cockpit. You enter the cockpit, and you feel a light breeze on your face.
A light breeze.
You can't
You look
aim
up-
your gun while
Yeah,
you're trying
I'll
to.
blow up the whole plane.
No,
If I
you
shoot
look
the plane.
over. No, that's only in a pressurized cabin.
You're
You
trying
get-
to
you lean
crawl
over,
against the force of gravity.
And
You
the
don't-
pilot's hatch on the plane is open. The vampire and your ally are gone.
I just shout back, "They left! Those assholes!"
Screw it. I'm crawling to the
You know what?
cargo hatch 15.
Grab the orc. I'm gonna try to just like.
The orc was the co-pilot.
You know what? I shout to him, "What do I do?" I try to go into the seat. What do I do?
Pull the lever!
Alright, I try to pull.
How can you?
You're in the cockpit now.
Yeah.
No, but like, the rudders have been fused apparently.
Yeah, there's no way to maneuver.
Oh, shit.
No, he's telling you to pull the lever. Cast the spell and pull the lever.
All right.
If
I
you
try to
want to
climb out.
live, get to me right now. I pull the
19
lever.
to get out of the cockpit.
Okay, so you managed to get to where he is.
Well,
The lever is already
to let
pulled.
go, and you'll
Yeah.
just fly back.
Ah!
force of
No,
falling.
carefully move my way back while falling at the same time. So, falling with care.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Falling with care.
Falling with style.
Yes.
It's like what Bane did on that movie when they were pumping blood into the dead body.
You just took the words right out of my mouth.
I need to do a bit of math in my head real quick. One second.
Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Well,
So much for getting.
Okay.
well, better draft up a new character.
We're gonna have to
I'm playing
wait
as Orson now.
until we pass the 600 feet mark,
Oh,
and
no.
then
Man.
I'll cast Bigby's hand for you,
want-
guys.
you want me to
What
pull
does
the
that
lever?
do- What does that do? Just out of curiosity.
Okay, there's just one small problem with your plan.
We're already past.
The altimeter is in the cockpit. One of us would have to monitor it.
You know what? We can free fall for a bit.
We don't know what we're doing, only you do, so I'm sorry. If you can go back to the cockpit for a second.
Everyone,
No, that's a. I'm not there.
is everyone even
No.
here?
Yeah.
Is everyone here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hold hands,
Hop!
Hold on.
and then jump out.
Lever!
Do it.
Okay.
Whatever, we're gonna die anyway.
It's already open. It doesn't suck us out just for being open.
Yep.
Because that's not how it works. in reality.
Alright.
Okay, so we're free falling.
Alright. Woo!
This sounds like skydiving.
As your hands link and the door opens, you find yourself sliding backwards due to the slight centripetal force on the aircraft. as you slowly slinks away and nosedives ever faster into the countryside below.
Alright.
And the ground is now fast approaching.
Once we get to about 600
not there.
feet, I'm going to
Roll a
cast...
charisma check.
Roll a charisma.
Charisma check.
Roll a charisma check.
Charisma check.
Roll charisma.
Seduce the earth itself.
13.
Okay, they can't hear you.
Whatever.
Have you ever tried to yell while skydiving?
I know you can't
It doesn't
actually,
work.
We're linked up hands. Can you message?
I can lip read though, so it's okay.
You know what? Yeah, we can try to perception this. Perception
I have
instructions.
that language.
Great, great, great.
So say whatever you're gonna say. I can understand you,
Let me just get rid
And
of
then
this
maybe
bug
I
that's
can-
on my paper all of a sudden.
and then maybe I can
Yeah, there's bugs everywhere.
give the message.
It was
to other
just
people.
one.
No, there's more than one.
I'm
dead, dead.
Tom, what's your message?
Dead now.
What are you trying to say?
Okay. When we get to about 600 feet, I'm going to cast Bigby's hand. Because it only lasts for a minute.
Oh,
And then we're going to ride down on
14 perception to try to read his lips.
well, no, it's a language. It's a feet language.
You are very distracted by the fact that you are free falling.
Yup.
gonna-
So disadvantage then.
I'll try
Yes.
and tell him.
Higher.
Okay.
Despite being distracted.
You can barely make out what he's trying to say.
I can get
You're
probably...
like, oh, please make him have a plan. Please make him have a plan.
If someone's
it looks like he
screaming,
has
you
a
can't
plan.
really hear
Please
it.
make him have a plan.
I said we had a plan before we jumped.
So I can get some rudimentary ideas of what he's trying to say.
Right.
But you don't have much confidence
Wait,
in
so
it.
what is this hand gonna do for us? Just out of curiosity, what does that do?
Isn't
We're
it
gonna,
like a giant mage hand?
yeah. We're going to ride down to the ground on it instead of
Can you
splatting on the
control
ground.
our-
It really is a giant mage hand.
Are you able
Yeah.
to control its fall like that?
Yeah, because I can
If you
control
have
it.
Tensor's
Okay.
floating disc, that works too.
No, I don't.
Oh.
Also, that disc would hold one person.
Nope, it's up to 4.
Well, there are 5 of us.
Too late.
The orc's expendable.
Oh no, there are 4 of us because they're not here. It's just
You're-
4 of us.
I mouth off to you guys, you're all going to grab a finger,
Okay.
Okay.
and I'll just land in the palm. So,
I can probably get as much as finger grab.
so when we get to about 600 feet, I cast it.
Okay.
I also have the hand fall with us, so we're not splatting against the hand.
Mm.
And then it'll just slow down.
Now, do you aim for the ground? Do you aim for one of the inland seas? What do you aim for?
Wait for the ground, because by the time we reach it, it'll already have been slow
Aim us
enough.
towards that temple we were trying to get to.
Yeah.
If you can see it.
We're going for a minute. We're going to the ground. We're not flying around up
In
here.
No,
the
no, don't
direction
go
of the temple.
diagonally
Yeah,
downwards.
diagonally. In the general direction, so it's a little easier.
Okay, I'll go diagonally downward to the big beast's hand.
That way you can take some of the speed off by going forwards.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I do that.
Okay.
As long
So-
as these guys hold on to the hands, because I'm sitting in the palm.
Kellen casts Bigby's hand. You each grab onto a finger, and the rush of air that was once in your face slows down to a gentle breeze. As the sun rises over the distant coast,
And the charred remains of forest.
the charred remains of forest below. You see where the plane crashed, yet no sign of your friends.
Friends.
Friend.
So,
Friends in my
Who
case.
else was
Are
in the
you
plane?
sure you want to align with
The
her?
vampire
she tried
and him.
to kill you.
No, but she left.
No.
With him.
That's not the first time in
Oh,
Alice.
Jer was with him.
They're not good allies,
took
then,
care
now
of
are
them.
they?
I thought Jer was with us.
No, he was with her.
How do you know
Yeah.
how do you know your friend didn't try and kill you guys?
He acted weird, like he was oddly enthralled by her.
Ha ha.
How do you know that?
Good word. Great word.
Jer, drink your
Fantastic
orchard.
word, Brian. Now think.
Yep, he didn't act like he said, I don't trust her if something goes wrong with me to either call me out on it or call her out on it.
Well,
We never did. We never did.
Well, this
What if
sucks.
that was a double bluff? Because he was planning to betray you the whole time. How well do you
He's
know him?
not that
How
smart.
well do you know him? Didn't he die and was brought back in some weird way you don't quite understand? How do you
True.
know he's really trustworthy? What if this was his plan all along?
Well, I don't think he's that clever, elaborate.
What if that was also a double bluff?
I can see through his lies.
Didn't you trust him for magic and stuff? So he obviously has some smarts about him.
He's
Don't
good in the
dismiss
state.
anything offhand. It may not be what
You
it
have a
seems.
good point, but I'd like to have trust in him first because he stayed with us this long. And I doubt he had any contact with the vampire.
And I'm sure Snickers trusted you too.
Oh!
Well, the feeling wasn't mutual.
Ooh! Apply burn cream to apply it to affected area.
Fight burn with burn.
Apply burn heal.
Sunglasses.
Oh, damn, son! Ouch!
I deflected some of the burn. It's all good.
As the hand drifts ever closer towards the ground, the question of where the hell did your ally go comes to your mind. Why would she take him?
Oh, he was hypnotized, Barf.
And
Probably.
at that, we're going to switch Jeremy.
She never did finish that portrait of him she was making. That could be it.
Maybe the portrait was cursed and elaborate and dark magic.
Jeremy, I demand that you roll me a perception roll.
McGuttaculous?
Perception, you say?
Yes.
That's 13.
Well, it doesn't take much to know that you're not in a crashing airplane anymore. As a matter of fact, there's no rushing air, no what you have you. You're in darkness.
Are you still
It's
blazed out of your mind, man?
Am I?
Hmm?
Is he still in a state of
Woo!
Am I still 420 blazing it?
You are still hypnotized, yes. Well, actually, no. Roll me a wisdom save.
You're not hypnotized. You just don't know where the love of your life is.
Oh, wisdom?
Yeah.
Straight wisdom?
Was straight wisdom.
20.
It's as if your vision was clouded up until now, and you can kind of remember what happened, but it's
you're angry?
You're in darkness, and you have no idea, no recollection of how you got here.
Like, no memory of what happened at all.
Besides, spooky vampire, like, I don't want to put a spell on you.
This is the second. This is the second time this has happened to you.
Be more specific. What do I remember?
You remember your conversations with your allies, but you don't remember large bits of time in between that.
Does he remember I put a spell on you?
Do I know? So I don't have any memory of being hypnotized.
No.
I feel like I might have.
Well, initially the vampire
So he's
just
saying
messing
you
with
don't.
him with charisma stuff. So
he's saying you don't remember, and you're saying I think I may have remembered.
From a player standpoint,
we have a conflict of interests.
From a player standpoint, I feel like I might have remembered something, or at least enough to know that my will wasn't my own.
You felt like your mind was being pushed back into an automated body.
What he said.
Sorry, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Is something up, Julian?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Okay. So, you also can't help but wonder where your dear lady is.
I thought you shook him
Am I-
off. Like it goes from "I love you" to "Honey, you got real ugly." Hi, Army of Darkness quotes.
like, am I still?
You feel as if a great haze has been lifted off of your mind, yet you still feel as if you're. Where did she go? Where has she gotten to? Is she all right? Oh, I hope my lady is all right.
Tips Trilby, my lady.
No, like
I
my
think-
lady, like.
My boy.
I feel like I need a nat 20 to fix this.
You need some restorative stuff. Hey, this counts as madness.
I
could
love
let
this effect.
I'm sure you do.
Domination.
Is
Quite
she like
useful.
part succubus? Is she part succubus or something?
No.
No, she's a vampire. That's what vampires do.
Vampires dominate.
They enthrall.
That's
They make
true.
you a thrall.
Well, they make you a ghoul according to World Darkness Vampire the Masquerade logic. But we're not playing that game now, are we?
You are a thrall.
So, you're still in darkness,
Whoop.
and you wonder where your lady is.
Do I still have my weapon?
Yes.
What do you see other than darkness?
Also, how am I still in darkness when I'm literally the sun?
That's a good
Is
question.
the darkness darker than the sun itself?
The darkness has smothered the sun.
It's a magic darkness.
This isn't
Magic.
this isn't your average everyday darkness.
This is
advanced darkness.
Were you warped into some sort of magical realm, Jer?
Well, that's a good question.
Dare you enter my magical realm?
He did.
The lights come on. Everyone's in leather, has whips and chains, and there's techno music blasting in the background.
And
You're in LA, baby.
and,
God damn it, Brian.
L.A.
Stop.
Really?
The
And-
Dungeon. It's one of the biggest
and
one of those clubs.
and there's yellow pastries all over the place
No,
for some reason.
this is an S&M club. What do you take this for?
You take it for a piss forest.
A piss forest.
You can feel your weapon at
We
your back,
digress.
and you can feel lukewarm air around you.
It is a piss forest. Oh God.
It's a little dank though, possibly a cave or a cavern of some
Smoke
kind.
weed every day.
Am I restricted in
many
any way
names.
or?
Well, your movement seems to be all right.
The way you worded that has me worried.
You seem to be able to move.
Does he see anything?
Nope. You're in darkness.
I try and run around for a little bit.
Look
see
for
if
a
I can-
bonfire.
See if I can make purchase.
Roll me a perception check.
He can't see shit.
Now,
One.
I got it.
Okay. You are now unconscious. Moving back to the rest of the party.
Great, you're encased.
So as Bigby's hand drifts ever closer to the ground,
And the general direction of the temple.
you see a large mountain rising up from seemingly nowhere in the plains. Usually mountains are in a range.
Whoa,
of some kind.
that's weird.
It's a lone mountain for some
I don't
reason.
remember that accursed gnome building a mountain from nowhere.
No, it's simply a volcano.
Let me guess, he made a new layout in the center of the volcano, where no one would pester him.
I'm just gonna step out. Let me know when I.
Love you, Jeremy.
Where are you going, Jer?
So that
Where do you
was
think you're going?
that was
That's a good question.
Hey,
No.
they watched you suffer. Now it's time for you to watch them suffer.
You sit down right now.
Meanwhile,
Boy,
I got
you sit the fuck down right now.
I'll
Right
tell-
now.
I tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
Dang it,
tell you
Bobby.
Hey,
what?
I'm not here.
No, I'm just making
Well, there's
James
nothing
Bond
else in the rest of
meta-humor
the house
clips.
for you.
I know.
Because volcano layer of evil.
Okay. He's
I'll-
It's
I'll
a
just be out
cliche.
here.
Okay. So we
I
got.
just want to spoil himself.
He's still enthralled. It'll take a mental restoration spell to actually knock him out of it.
That's me.
He has his faculties back. He can't do shit.
So far, Julian's telling Brian stuff, and Jer stepped out of the room for a second.
Love you, Jeremy.
I have no mouth and I must scream, in other words.
Yep.
Not literally, because literally it'd be an awesome story which is translated into a game which
Right.
you should buy. It is great. It'll
Don't
hurt.
tell people what to do.
It's a
Don't
good
tell
game.
the people that aren't real what to do. They can make up their own fake minds.
Okay.
They're all playing Battleborn right now or something.
Well, I'm telling them they should check out a classic book of dystopian nightmarish science fiction, but that's just me. I
Let's
digress.
see.
Okay, you managed to make it to land.
Okay.
And I'm going to say roll for Constitution.
Well,
For everyone or just
trained.
him?
Well, not you. These two.
Jeez.
16.
It's not going to be good. 8 on the dice plus. whatever I
Trained,
get.
yo. How much
Con,
McGurk?
not one of the things
10.
I trained
How
for.
much McGurk is left?
A good amount. What do you want to drink? Like half the bottle or something?
Oh, don't do that. No, I don't want to drink half the bottle. You've had some too.
I know I've had some.
Does that trigger either?
I
of
have
them?
a wee bit.
Guys,
Hashtag triggered.
your ancient friend here just vomited all over the ground.
What's wrong with this guy right here?
What might be wrong,
after
Sarah?
what you just went through? Are you at all surprised?
Surely you've dealt with worse in your many travels over the years, good friend.
Falling from 10,000 feet is a new one.
That's a new one.
It's a
There's
pretty
even
good
a
amount
line
in
with that.
your bottle there. Or your cup there.
There you go.
Oh.
Let me just wipe the side of the bottle here because it's dripping all over the place.
You gaze at the mountain in the distance, and perception.
From all of us, including Mr. Pukey over here.
Yep, including Mr. Pukey.
Well, he's pretty
20.
perceptive despite sharpening his chips.
I also got 20.
25.
There's a temple on the top of the mountain.
Oh,
We found our
that's exactly
temple.
what we're told.
All right.
Alright,
So
let's go up there.
ETA on foot at this point.
Wait,
since we're at
you
the
couldn't
foot
have
at
you
the
couldn't have
bottom.
aimed us more that way to get close to
The
top?
hand lasts for 1 minute.
I think
Which-
we expended
And
our
And
more
it
that way
goes
than that way.
60 feet
To
around.
reach the base of the mountain.
Which means we had 600 feet of travel with it.
Well, that makes enough
Brian,
sense.
to reach the base of the mountain, 6 hours.
We need about 6 hours time, and by that
To
time
get
they'll
to the mountain.
to get to the mountain. And by then, I don't know where they'll be, because I assume they flew over, possibly to the castle of the evil gnome lord, but I guess we'll find out.
I imagine
soon
if they left the
This isn't the
ship
gnome's
before
castle.
we did, they're
It's a
far
temple.
behind us.
Yeah, from other this isn't the gnome's castle.
The castle's way further down.
Yeah, I know.
Several days, if not weeks
know,
of travel,
I know.
yeah.
So you know what?
Yeah.
We'll just walk. We'll be fine. If they're walking, they're going to take longer than us anyway.
If we take a relaxed pace, we might be able to recuperate from our current crash.
So 6
Exactly.
hours at an expedited pace, about
Probably
8 to 9 hours at a.
I would say that's rest time if nothing jumps us, right?
True.
Okay.
Are there any roads around where we landed?
There's a village that's half in flames, slightly to the south of you.
How far?
Why would it be in flames? Or is it where the plane crashed?
Yep.
How far away would that be?
You know what? History. Since I was only there about 5 years ago, do I know anything about this village
You
or any
don't know this
importance?
place. We're in like.
This is
I
bumfuck
was
nowhere.
here years ago.
This is bumfuck nowhere.
Oh, I wasn't. I was in the main kingdom.
Yeah, this
You
is
know what?
bumfuck
See if I
nowhere.
recall anything with a pretty damn hard check. No!
What'd you get?
7 on the die.
Shit.
Then no.
You got shit.
Some
far away is
country
that-
town.
that
It's
city
unfortunate,
right
but we
there?
have no time. I'm
It's not
sure.
a city, it's a town.
I'm
Far away
sure
are they?
they're
Yeah, it's
people.
about a 10-minute walk, but
Let's go
it's
that way.
it's on fire.
We have no time.
It's alright.
I'm sure they have forces that can take care of this.
Yeah, but maybe we could borrow a horse and carriage or like a donkey.
They're they look like a country town. I doubt they have any of those.
You doubt a country town has a horse?
Enough to
I'm
load.
thinking we'll take a pretty relaxed pace. That means we can
They're
get like
on
an
fire.
extended
They're not-
rest
they
on
can
the
only-
way.
Take
Okay.
a 5-finger discount.
On the way to the base
Because
of the
it's
mountain.
on
I'm
fire.
sure
Are you
if
deciding to go to the mountain, or are you going to
we,
the town?
the
like
noble
these two?
heroes, save them, they
I
might
would say
aid us
we
in
should just
return.
go to the mountain. We didn't
Fine,
cause
say
the
anything
crash
about-
in the plane.
Well, let's
the
see what
other
these
town.
two
He
want.
has a
Oh,
point.
you
If
kinda
we,
did.
the noble heroes, save the day, they might be able to help us in some way.
No, they're screwed. We can't do anything to help them.
Well,
I'm just saying we could go take a.
they're
horse
not
or
being
donkey from them
attacked.
and get up this hill.
the other
Well,
town.
damn.
that way.
The other town
Listen,
isn't being attacked. It's just
they're
where the
gonna die
plane
either way.
crashed.
And, you know.
It's
I've-
one
I've seen
fiery
empire-
object.
I've seen empires rise and
Well,
fall.
Well,
This is
look,
a country town.
Yeah.
It's one flaming object. I'm sure they can deal with it some way. Something they
Okay,
probably
so
seen
let's
before.
go steal a
A
horse.
giant 40
Listen.
foot wide flaming object.
listen,
Yeah,
guys.
Full of fuel. 2 hours worth of fuel. Explodes
listen,
in
you
the
two.
middle of town. Yeah.
They're not being attacked.
Yeah.
A plane crashed in their village.
Yeah.
It might be burning, but they're not going to die from it unless the plane hit them specifically.
Yeah.
They can escape the flames.
Yeah, I know that.
They don't need rescuing.
I'm saying we could go and see if there's any supplies we could use there. There's a fire going
See
on.
if we
so
can't
they'll
quickly
be
help
He's
them
distracted.
suggesting you steal them.
Yeah.
We can quickly give him a hand first and
It's
show
10
that
minutes.
we're heroic
it's 10
enough,
minutes
you know?
anyway. It's not gonna.
Sure.
It's not gonna
You're
much.
saying it's 10 minutes away.
It's not gonna add much
Yeah,
to
it's
the
10 minutes on
7,
foot.
the 9-hour
Okay,
journey.
you know what?
Yeah.
Fine. We can explore it. I'm going to the bathroom first.
Right.
Alright,
You two talk amongst yourselves.
fair enough. But we lend enough of a hand that we see us as noble enough.
We have too much to do today.
You know
We're
what?
adding 10 minutes onto the journey. We don't have time to save people's lives.
We may as well do something. Because you know what? It might help us out
You
even
can-
more.
You can do that if you want. I'm going to try to secure us.
You boys
supplies.
having fun so far?
Yes.
Yeah, it's alright. It's a new type of character.
Also, falling out of a plane at the start of a session, great start.
Yeah.
You okay, Brian?
Yeah, pretty much.
How much have you had to
How's
drink?
York doing, by the way?
Blork? No, I know
He's
Blork.
fine. He's just sort of paying attention to
the
what you have
orc.
to say.
How does he feel about?
Yeah, implying that we're going to steal from a country settlement that has been horribly
I'll pay it
damaged
back.
by...
I'll pay it back one day.
I'll send a message to my superior telling him that we need to
Yes,
to
that we
reimburse
need to
them.
commandeer supplies
I'll write an
for a
IOU. I'll get
specific
around
mission.
to it in like 2,000 years. It'll be
Now,
fine.
hold on.
I'll pay back their ancestors.
Once my force have been properly reestablished, I'm sure we can say, I'm sorry, this is a matter of an act to save your people in the long run. That we need to commandeer these horses for the time being. I think that's fair. That's not
I'm
stealing
not sure
in a
how
sense.
likely you're bound to be able... I don't think you're going to be allowed back in this kingdom when you're done here.
I've been here
I'm just
before.
I know, but that's before you knew that the king and queen were vampires. I'm pretty
The
sure they're
king and
not going to
queen
let you
aren't
back
vampires.
in.
The current ruling class is an insane gnome.
Yeah, we're
And
going to
if
kill
you-
him so
Not
that the
dead.
original
Brian,
vampire can take
Roll me an
control.
insight check.
Alright, you filled up the bowl.
Whoop.
Okay. The other one.
Insight of blah, 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 blah. Let me see. 20.
Yeah,
King
Jerry's
World-
sitting around my kitchen writing up a new character just in case.
Jerry, you're not dead!
I feel fine. I feel happy.
Jeremy!
You were saying? I need to use the restroom. Right. Pause.
Fine, I'll pause.
Yeah.
Wait.
Jerry, you got to sit
Alright,
with
go
us.
ahead.
If you don't sit with us, there's a hot girl out there listening, and she's, oh, where's Jeremy gone? I really like listening
Except
to
she's
her.
actually
You're gonna break
is-
her heart.
Except
So you gotta
she's
stay here and
actually
with
a
us.
sentient owlbear.
so give witty.
Hey, you
opinions
gotta
and
be
stuff.
open to new things,
Yeah.
man.
She's a vampire lady.
Rule of Harkness. As long as she's
Alright.
sentient and consents, it's totally cool.
It's a
It's
big
not the rule
Twilight
of
fan.
Harkness.
I'm not.
It's not. He does
You mistake me for a furry.
So anyway,
Okay.
That had
Back up,
nothing to
back
do
to
with
top.
what we were talking about.
so we're gonna go rob
Hey, if
this.
she's hot, I don't give a shit what she is.
Hey,
So we're gonna
you were
rob
just
this
talking about an
dying town,
owlbear.
Yep.
we're gonna-
Sentient owlbear.
So we're gonna rob this dying town. They're gonna try and justify this with their morals.
Okay. So, you don't want to go to the town.
I don't want to either.
I mean,
It
we don't
feels
really
wrong.
need to. I don't think they'd be able to help us.
He wants to
it's
go.
We
It's
wouldn't be
20
helping.
minutes.
We'd be helping ourselves. That's a different case.
It's 20 minutes. So I think it's a good idea. It's only gonna add 20 minutes on our 10-hour journey.
You know what?
It's not devastating.
If there's ability we can help someone, we will.
All right.
Okay?
Sure.
If that's what you want to do, you can help them all you want.
Yes. As long as we properly commandeer things and do it in a way that's not inhibiting or destroying them further.
Yeah, just do that.
Are we in agreement?
Okay.
Are we in agreement?
We'll see what happens.
I'll accept that for now. Forward march.
You approach the village. When you get within 5 minutes of it, you start hearing screams.
No, it's like as soon as you get to the village, it's like, did you see that plane crash?
Just random villager on the outskirts like, I don't know.
Jeez, that can't be good.
Yeah, that sounds most unfortunate.
Looks like you got a downed aircraft in the middle of your town there.
Brian, why don't you go ahead and roll me a dex save?
Huh?
Dex save.
What, am I being shot at?
Is this customary for first greetings?
22.
Okay. You hear a and then you see a giant orange blob running towards you in the dawn.
I just
dawn
face
light.
you and say, "Hey, look, you got your horse."
And as you duck and roll out of the way.
You said a giant orange blob.
It's a horse on
Yeah.
fire.
Okay.
The horse starts running away, and then collapses in a field about.
Here you go.
200
Go
feet
save
from your
that thing's
position.
life. You know heal.
How?
You know heal. Go heal.
Okay.
Be a heel.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is it still on fire?
Yes.
Put it out.
Do I have anything that would be resistant enough to direct exposure to fire?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you do.
Is it even alive anymore?
Everyone.
Yeah. You know what? Medicine check. Is it still alive? It's a 19 on the die.
Dead!
Heal.
He's dead, Jim.
Alright, well, we got breakfast.
I'm sure.
It's already cooked.
Is horse a delicacy among your people?
It's food. It's edible. It's edible among my people, yeah.
I just nod.
It's something to
You've
eat.
eaten horse, I imagine, at some point, being in the army.
Actually, no.
Would you have eaten horse at some point, being in the army?
Insight.
Depends on what places you visit.
17 months.
You don't like the taste
21.
of horse.
I'm not preferable towards it.
Well, you know.
The smell of burning fur and flesh is pungent upon all of your nostrils.
Shall we continue forward as per your plan?
Takes me back to that summer over the years.
Smells like food.
Alright.
Lead
What?
the way.
Alright, let's continue onwards. Maybe we'll meet one that's not on fire.
Lead the way.
Alright, that way.
I insist. We continue.
Okay.
We follow Evan's character.
Okay.
Follow Zer.
Zer.
Sir.
As you approach the village, some of the town guards standing on the road slightly outward raise their weapons and point them right at you. It's like, halt! Identify yourselves.
I look to you as like, well, Commander.
Well, we
I feel like they'd have bigger problems in
Just
this.
as sarcastic as possible, say that too. It's like,
We
Well,
saw a
Commander.
huge explosion a while back, and we wanted to see what was going on. Is there anything we can do to help?
I think it's talking about the plane crash. Well, it would kind of be hard for them not to see it from miles away. Well, if you want us to know, there was a plane that crashed here.
Jeez, that's
It landed right on top of the stables.
a plane? What kind of plane?
Military transport.
Like
Probably.
the one of, what's the name of it? You know what, Vespucci. You mean our president,
sure
like
they
one
could
of
tell
his.
from the rubble, to be honest.
Do they respond to that? Like
Roll bluff checks.
okay, 20. Okay,
I'm not lying. I saw the explosion.
22. You mean like our leader Vespucci? Using my knowledge.
That's what he's asking for bluff check for.
I just sort of go towards you.
If you want me to lie, I'm 16 plus numbers. I think I'm trained in it.
Roll for numbers.
20.
Okay.
Or rather, like Vespucci's plane, he owns several.
You should
No.
ask them if they have it under control or if they need some assistance.
The Chancellor's planes are more opulent than the one that crashed upon us.
Yeah. Was anyone killed or anything? Or is it just...
Just the stable boy, but he was a softer-headed man than most people in the village.
Can it be controlled? Is it under control? Is it?
Yes, the fire department is more in control.
I just look around to that
That's
fire
nice.
department. That's curious.
I guess they didn't like the stable boy.
Any assistance needed?
We're good.
Alright.
So what are
That's useful. Well,
Just from
by the way, we're on a pilgrimage up to the temple up there.
Ah, religious types, huh?
Yes, especially this one. I'm guiding him.
I nod.
I'm guiding him there. You would, by any chance, wouldn't have
Horses to rent.
Well, not horses, because they all died in the fire.
Ah, you're approaching it from the wrong angle then.
Yeah, I know.
The main stairway is on the other side of the mountain. It'll take you at least 2 days to get over
I've been
there.
trying to tell him, but no, we gotta go this way. Gotta go because that's where the sun rises and something to do with angles.
That's weird.
You gotta bluff. You know what? I'm gonna aid
20.
you.
20.
Nope, I can't aid him very well.
Do you have any horses to rent?
Nah. I don't question the wills of the churches. I don't even understand anymore.
I just nod.
Well, I'm afraid we don't have much to offer you in terms of transportation, but well, we kind of can't let you into the town now because it's on fire.
Exactly, yeah.
We understand.
Is there a farmstead around that maybe we could talk to?
Afraid not. We're a mining town.
There's nothing we can do to help that would perhaps aid in speeding up this town's recovery.
I don't suppose any of you are a mage that can summon, like, waves of water.
That's not within my powers.
Can you conjure tidal waves?
Can you gust a wind?
That's bad!
Don't bend
That's
blades.
not within my power either.
Wait, I can create water. We'll see how much.
How much?
Up to 10 gallons. That's it.
You're useless.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keep using it. It'll go out eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so will the light of your life.
No, just my spell slots.
Well,
And while we're in the town with these guys that's on fire, we're gonna move back to Jeremy here.
In a box. You're stuck in a box.
Your head
Wake
hurts
up.
and you suddenly awaken. Haven't remembered running into something, but
I try and regain my bearings.
okay, that'll be. Let's go with a Constitution save.
Is he still
Covering from being
blind?
knocked out.
you don't know what's... Yeah.
Is he still blind in darkness?
Yep, still in darkness.
That will be 19.
How about extending
Okay.
your arms outward and doing what they do at the Liberty Science Center with the old touchstone they sadly gotten rid of?
Or use your hammer.
They got rid of the
as a
Tome of
walking
Darkness?
stick.
Yeah, well, they did. They did.
Man, that was like a cornerstone of the place.
I know, but
Yeah.
I digress. Just touch wall it, you know?
Use your hammer, because you don't know what's
So what are you doing?
You
touch
asked
wall?
me to make a Constitution check, and I got
Okay,
19.
you get your bearings. You remember trying to run around, and then just ran right into something, and then you fell back asleep.
Or unconscious.
So, I
He knocked himself out.
Cast magic missile at the
This time-
darkness.
It's not an arcana domain.
Cast light.
I'm basically
You
I
cast
am
light.
light.
You cast light.
Sure.
You're still in darkness.
So I'm basically trying to feel out the
So you're doing touch
Right.
tonal mode.
sure.
Okay. You feel a wall, probably of stone. As you move your hand along the wall, you find a gap, which is then immediately followed by the feeling of cold metal. And then nothing, and then metal, and then nothing, and then metal, and then nothing, and then metal.
What could it mean?
You're
You're on a railroad track.
No, it's on the
It
wall.
sounds like
Yeah.
bars.
Yeah,
Can I shine my light through there?
maybe.
You cast light through it between the bars. You're still in darkness.
Nothing at all.
Nope.
Feel for a keyhole and try and pick
There's
the lock.
Some extreme magical darkness.
That's not my forte.
Double
I know, I
disadvantage.
know. But
This is some extreme magical darkness.
attack the bars.
I meditate.
Okay.
So you've come to the conclusion you've been captured.
Okay. Roll a religion check to meditate.
Um,
Oh.
What am I gonna do?
Was your buster illusion 2?
That's his meditate. What he says during meditation.
13. Well, you're in darkness, and you've clearly been imprisoned somehow.
You can't get to your lady. I hope she's okay.
Yep.
I ask, Azeloth, what happened to us on the plane?
You crashed.
No, but what was
Oh, yeah,
that
you
magic
have
that disabled it?
Zappy.
It wasn't magic. The plane crashed. Someone made it go down.
I mentioned
Before
it
the
on the
crash.
plane.
What?
I mentioned Uber was in play
Yes, you did.
on the plane.
Well, clearly he mentioned that Uber was responsible for the initial damage, but whatever happened afterward would clearly didn't have anything to do with him.
But then the vampire lady and our friend were missing
Indeed.
before it went down.
The question remains.
They
There you
could
go.
have had something to do with it.
Maybe not. I don't know. Well, probably. Sounds like you've been betrayed.
We never trusted the vampire lady to begin with.
Indeed. Well, maybe your friend. No, that's.
Where's
stupid.
the other god figure? What's her name?
Fear?
Fear? She went back with Bellator on the submarine.
Oh yeah.
Because she got a physical body now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, I have no idea what to tell you. See if you can find your friend. If not, well, sucks to be you.
Sucks to be him.
He disappeared.
Well,
Clearly
You're not
the
in
vampire
his head.
took
He's
him
speaking in his
somewhere.
head.
Would she have some sort of warping magic?
Possibly, I don't know. I haven't had many dealings with vampires, to be honest. They decided to not be involved in the Great War, so.
Antivolian vampire. She's one of the ancient ones.
she's only 2,000 years old.
Yeah, exactly. Because World of Darkness referencing.
I think the war he's talking about is older than 2,000 years.
I know. I was just
About 10,000.
I was just referencing World of Darkness again because vampires.
I was
Continue.
still an old man back then.
Continue.
So, I don't know what to tell you. Is there anything else you want to know, or?
Alright, I don't think you would know much about this place.
Ask him what he's wearing.
Oh, Fortuna.
I'm not going to ask him that.
So you're still in darkness.
Figuratively and literally.
You start to hear footsteps coming towards you.
Oh boy.
I wonder if I left the iron on.
What?
Okay, Deadpool.
Did I leave the stove on?
If you left the stove on, that would have been weeks ago.
That would have been a burned house.
Don't worry,
Like
the
the
Navy
town.
blew it up when they left the
Or
port.
one dead gas chamber.
You're gonna get back, the gas bill's gonna be so high. It's like that one scene in Red Dwarf. Where the only people that have money are him and the electric company because he left the bathroom. right
Anyway,
So you hear footsteps approaching. It sound like heels on a stone floor.
It's your lady.
I don't think he knows that. I don't think he's
Chair,
got
you should
experience in this
ask
department.
where your eyesight went.
I wait for a response.
Call it to your love.
What response to what?
Like anyone, like addressing me.
Well, footsteps approach what you can only presume to be your cell, and then just stops.
Going to address them.
No. I'm like meditating still, like in that position.
A new voice breaks the silence.
Who are you? Sorry, I'm not good at female voices.
Okay.
Who are you?
You don't need for the intents and purposes.
It's a different female voice.
A different
Is it a
voice.
similar, different
No.
female voice?
Who indeed?
Who are you?
And why do your eyes glow like the sun's?
Insight check on my
Insight?
interrogate.
What are
what?
you inciting?
What are you inciting? Like their specific tone?
What's
If
your
it
goal
seems-
for this role?
What do you want to know about them
If
for
they
your
fear
insight?
you, if there's like a little like
Yeah, that sort of thing.
That if their son is, the response to your son stuff is hostile, curious, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? The intent of their question.
Nope. I do have a high insight though, so that's a 13.
That's very high then.
I guess you can't
Pretty
really
good.
detail what their intent is. So
It's very hard to discern what she's trying to say. She's just merely asking you,
You should ask her where.
why do you
are
have the power of the sun in your eyes?
It could be all.
In truth, I've been wondering that myself.
clever. Because that's true.
Perhaps then in
Yeah.
time we can... We can maybe learn that together.
She's a Sith. Be careful.
You should ask her where you are and why your lady left you here.
Dude,
Yeah. That'd probably be a good thing to ask.
Go ahead,
You
Jer.
care about her, yeah.
Ask it.
would it be too much to ask who my captor is?
You'll learn that in time, maybe. We don't decide to kill you.
Well, isn't the last thing you remember leaving with your lady? The vampire lady?
Yes,
You care about her.
you do care
what
about
is her name again?
You never got her name.
Princess.
I think we got her name.
The
We
princess.
just don't
Oh, yeah.
Roll the
Amidala.
tapes back. I can't remember.
Princess of Fortuna. Wait, is it on
Where
my sheet?
is
Did I
the
write
princess, by the way? Is she safe?
I'm afraid
Princess.
in your anger, you killed her.
down?
No.
All right.
I don't think he would have.
You were found in a flaming pit outside this building.
Strange, I don't remember this.
You should ask about the magical darkness that surrounds you.
What I also find strange is that despite my sun-like powers, I can't seem to bring light to anything in here.
Yes, that is indeed strange. But maybe we'll disperse it at some point. For your own benefit.
Uh-oh.
You gotta say, I want to learn the truth. The truth is out there. I want to believe.
Truth is, she just doesn't have any clothes on, and she doesn't want.
Truth is, she's
too
can
lazy
I-
to get dressed.
she's
so she just
actually a
casts
beholder.
darkness.
Can
she's a beholder.
I do
wearing
insight?
lipstick.
See if she, see if after this whole conversation, if she means me harm or some other thing.
Okay. You can roll perception with that too.
Perception. That doesn't make
Perception, I think can do jack shit. You can't see.
24. It's 24 insight.
Okay.
You
And
smell her fear.
20 perception.
okay, from both of these stats, something where you start realizing something a bit odd. She seems to be in genuine fear of you, yet somehow kind of reverence, almost religiously so. And you feel a strange tightness about your forehead.
Tightness?
A sensation of tightness around your forehead and eye areas.
They have a blindfold on you.
You know,
Wow. Wow, you're amazing. You're amazing.
Don't you think that would have been obvious?
He never thought of this.
He never
He just
asked.
assumed.
It's like, I'm the sun. Why is the sun not working?
That's why she's worried. Because I'm casting light, but I can't
Because
see anything.
I knew it. There's the dark truth of his character. He's really, really dumb.
Oh
See, as a player, I rely on the DM to tell me half of the information I need to know.
Yes, but I wasn't going to make it obvious. Otherwise, it would be so much less hilarious.
You're drunk.
No, I'm not. As a matter of fact, I am sober as fuck right now.
You're not.
That's something a drunk would say.
Anyway, the reason I did this for is, how the hell am I supposed to make one person getting separated from the party last an entire session? Cut that out of the whole thing.
No.
Okay. You feel you've been blindfolded.
Pin the tail on the donkey.
Yeah, that should
Pin
have
the
been.
tail on the donkey. Get it over with.
That should have been like the first.
Remember
thing
the
you told
first
me.
roll you made? You ran around in circles, you rolled a nat 1, and then you knocked yourself unconscious again.
That's true. That's
That should,
true.
No, that should have been the first thing you told me, that I was blindfolded.
Didn't get that far.
No, then it would have been a lot less fun.
Have you ever woken up with a blindfold
That's
on?
a wee bit shenanigans, but I'll accept it.
Can I retcon this and
Very
ask why
shenanigan,
I've been blindfolded?
Now
now.
that you've detected the blindfold, sure.
Have
you ever woken up with a blindfold on?
No, it's
It is
like-
very disorienting.
It's like, is there? Did you
Have
blindfold?
you, Evan?
You've also been charmed, so
I was on the plane once and I used
your
that
faculties
thing,
aren't
and I
all
woke up, I was
there.
like, well,
Oh.
Yeah, that, you know
I
what?
remembered.
I'll accept that as
Sleeping
canon as to
blindfold.
why
Yeah,
you
you
realize
feel
I
it
had a
on your head.
blindfold
it's
on.
like,
I woke
where's
up
my
and I was
lady?
like, what?
Where's my
Oh, yeah, I
lady?
got the thing
Where's
on.
my lady?
But if I didn't know it was on, I would be concerned.
That's true. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
So he
Oh,
woke up
jeez.
and he was like,
So,
oh no, I'm blind, and ran head first into a wall.
so,
Okay. You do your thing.
We will have to end by like 9:30 because I do have work at 9:30.
That is a good time to end that.
Okay. We got an hour.
yes,
Far earlier than you do.
I'm blindfolded, but my hands are free.
Yes.
So you can take it off if you wanted to.
Unless it's like screwed onto your head or something.
So I'm still talking to the lady. I did notice that you've taken the time to blindfold me, but not bind me in any other way.
It was an experiment of sorts to see if your faculties were all there. Clearly, they were.
I like how you. I'm in this darkness. I can't cast light. Oh, by the way, I know I've got a blindfold on.
No, I'm keeping the blindfold on.
No. You detected the blindfold with that 20 perception check. It was like, You finally decided to bring your hands to your face.
Hey, if I was,
meditate, walk, sit down. Huh?
hey,
What?
look, if this was real life, I would have felt the blindfold in front of my eyes.
But this isn't real life.
Yeah.
And your character is
didn't,
charmed.
You didn't feel anything.
Yeah.
You've been brainwashed.
You feel as if your brain's been run through the ringer, literally.
And figuratively.
Take off the blindfold. See what happens.
You'll be like, on the ice.
It's within your power.
It is. Nothing's stopping you from taking it off, and it's not an enchanted blindfold from what you can tell.
Yeah.
The fact that you mentioned that just has me worried at this point.
Go on, take it off.
stir it.
What's
I'll
she gonna do? She thinks
I'll
you're a god.
lift one eye off.
The light is blinding.
Even for him?
Well, think about it. He's been in darkness for how long?
It's brighter than usual.
don't
Yeah,
know.
but his eyes project light, so shouldn't they already be accustomed to light?
Doesn't work that way, Evan.
It doesn't?
They work like normal
Oh,
eyes.
He
I'll let
needs a
them
moment
adjust.
to adjust.
You find yourself in actually a rather lavishly decorated prison cell.
What?
It's like Loki's cell on Asgard, kind of.
There's tapestries on the wall.
Yeah, is it like Loki's cell in?
Nah,
Dark
there's
World.
tapestries on the wall.
You realize Loki's cell was a plain
Elaborate
white
what looks
cell.
to be
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
an
they had like books and stuff.
Well, that
about
was,
knee-high benches sitting around.
that was in
sitting
the
around.
second movie that featured the cell.
And
Yeah,
seated,
that's what I'm
He
talking
didn't get it right away.
seated cross-legged outside your cell door is a young woman in an orange robe with a shaved head staring you right in the face.
She's an orange wizard, which is like a red wizard but scarier.
Except they throw trash
Is this a
at
D&D thing, Brian?
She's
Orange Wizards.
No, I just made it up because red wizards.
Anyway, she
worships
sits
the
in a
sun.
meditative pose with a shaved head and looks you straight in the eye.
So,
Her green eyes reflected by your own light cast upon the walls.
Oh,
She's got pumpkin colors.
wait, what? Like in
her
She
eyes
has
are-
green eyes.
much like orbular eyes, like. All right, now I just take the whole blindfold
Don't
off.
overthink it.
What's
Well, I see your faculties have returned to you far enough that you can remove the blindfold. Congratulations.
what's her charisma score?
Yeah, I'm like
Roll.
She's bald. It's a 2.
No, she'd be like, she was the 2.
I'm
Like when Spencer
judging by
rolls.
judging by the description you've given me. Emran is guessing that she's a religious type.
Wow. Wow, that's
would be
amazing.
correct.
She's bald. She must be religious.
With that in mind, I will take a perception check to see if I can discern any
Her
defining
her charisma score.
defining features in her uniform. Like maybe
Go
something
right ahead.
like maybe something that indicates that she's a disciple of Uber.
Go right
Or
ahead.
disciple of the sun, or disciple of, I don't know.
She's got a big tattoo on her cheek.
It says, praise over!
Praise the
Come.
sun.
Can I do insight and perception?
Go right ahead.
All right, so that I'll take for my perception.
Or
even though it would-
religion.
Well, DM. All right, so that perception's total of 13. Insight will be
Yes.
11.
Oy.
Ooh.
And religion?
9. I'm still
Crap, and more crap.
I'm still
13's
groggy.
not horrible. It would
She
pass
does
it.
in fact have a insignia on her robe, but it seems to be like a basic circle with a crescent moon and a little sun in between the rungs of the crescent moon.
So she's not Uber.
No.
No, she's just a Pokemon fan. She's waiting for the next game.
Brian, just finish your orchards.
Let's go get water.
You set yourself up for that.
Finish your orchards, Brian.
Wait a moment.
Ask her which starter she's gonna pick.
What start are you going to pick? No,
Rowlet.
I don't.
Just like everyone else.
She's gonna be firefighting.
What?
I take a moment. Just
Yes.
I don't think. What kind of? You seem like the religious type. What kind of deity do you worship? What do you worship?
Most of the common people only know which one.
Just small talk.
Are you basically?
We do not worship any particular deity, but rather we seek enlightenment through the progression of mankind to attain inner peace.
She's like a
Sounds like a.
Stargate. What are they called? The Ancients.
The Church of Hippies.
Orai is the word you're looking for.
Oh, so they're evil then.
The antithesis of the ancients.
Well, no, the Ancients did that.
Okay, then we'll do with the
Yes,
Ancients.
yeah, because they became the light at the end.
Not quite.
The Ori
yeah.
were just evil ancients.
You know, if I was more quick-witted, I'd probably be able to answer more.
Make a charisma joke.
What?
Huh? Just get friendly with them. Because
Oh,
these
no.
seem like your kind of people.
Well, that's not out of the question.
We'll see what happens if you flub it. And
I mean, you know, tell this.
Ryan, how much have you had to drink?
Not that much. It was,
They're trying to seek enlightenment.
He's had
right?
less than me, probably.
Yeah.
They're trying to seek enlightenment. You got lights coming out of your
I'm already
eyes.
just
They
tired,
think
so I
you're
feel
what
really
they think you're what they aspire to become eventually. So work with it.
I don't know if they believe that.
Could
It's up to you. I'm not going to make any choices for you.
Maybe not, but
play your cards right. You could become an avatar.
I know you
Some
well
kind.
enough that I know you well enough as a person as well as a DM that nothing's quite as clear as I think they are.
Glad you picked up on
What
that.
does your character know this?
That was obvious before you even started this campaign.
What does your character think of the situation, though?
I think it's been pretty straightforward so far.
All right, what has she told me up until this point? I do remember she said like something about how asking me why my eyes glow like the sun.
You're a prisoner. Your eyes glow strange.
You were
We'll
found in
reveal things time.
a flaming pit outside the temple.
Not just another day on the job.
So
Yeah.
probably in the town, because that's a flaming pit right now.
Yeah, they found you in the flaming pit, and they
the
study
Staples.
enlightenment of the human race.
You should ask where the princess is.
I did ask that.
And they said,
No idea.
She avoided the question.
Oh.
then push the question.
You can call her out on it. So yeah.
Where's the princess? Because she obviously got you out of that flaming wreck. Otherwise, you'd be dead.
Yes.
You should have been dead a long time before. I don't think we can count that as sound logic.
You'd have been dead again.
I'm
disappeared
gonna
from the rubble.
try and win her trust over instead.
Okay.
Okay.
You after a long pause.
Please, no rolls are necessary. Go right ahead.
After a like medium to long pause, you asked me how I got my how my eyes are the way they are right now.
Well, this is a story
Oh,
all
boy.
about
I
how my
apologize.
life got twisted upside down.
I'd like to take a minute just
sit
right
there
there.
and tell you how I get put some town called Bel Air.
No. Solaire.
The prince of a town called Solaire.
Help you find your own
I mean, it still rhymes.
There you go.
In the West Fields of Thirsteria, born and raised in the... I'm sorry. In the Legion is where I spent most of my days.
And there's a couple of guys up to no good started making
You got-
trouble
you-
in
my
the
neighborhood.
You got it right.
One little night,
and the king got scared and
and
said, "You're going over there."
To the covenant of Solaire. Praise the sun.
Anyway,
You gotta
Then
have to
you'll
write
be
this
smiting
down.
me.
I'll write it down.
Um,
I will come up with a poem for this.
We'll put it in we'll cut it in right here.
Yep.
remember the spot.
So
Probably not.
Unless
you want to write it down, Brian.
What's the time?
On what?
Guys,
What's the time code?
127 and a half.
127
Guys.
and a half.
127.5. Okay.
Let's write that down. somewhere.
I was truthful and I was truthful in that I do not know how I got how my eyes are this way right now. But I do know that before I did get these eyes, I was
Brian,
I
that's
was
assuming he
smited.
does write something up for it.
I was
then
smited
exit
by a
out.
being called Uber.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Can it? Does she sound pleased by that?
She seems unfazed by it. Or along the lines of, she knew that was coming.
Damn knowledgeable monk.
You know, I think it's a bit. You've spent enough time in here. She stands up, pulls a key off a ring on her pocket, and unlocks your cell door.
You should ask where the vampire princess is again.
Now kill them all.
Where's my lady? He asks.
As he tips his trimly hat.
Excuse me.
Princess.
Yes.
I think if she's unlocked my cell, then I think she's
Trusting you?
yeah. At the very
Show her
least.
the error of her ways.
No, 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 no.
That's you.
Punch in the face!
No, no, no,
My-
no. Oh, what's this?
You can keep the bottle caps in the bottom.
No, they're going to Julian.
No, I don't want them.
No,
Oh,
he doesn't
my
want it
hand's
anyways.
stuck.
Keep them there because it
Pause.
goes into recycling
Hiccups.
anyways.
Pause it.
Fine, pausing.
Gotta get going because I have work at
We're
my-
back to recording.
Anyway, She unlocks the door and escorts you up the stairs to the back of the room. It's a very peaceful layout inside. Like, everything is designed to keep things calm. Nothing's combative. Nothing's in your face. No contrasting colors. Everything is
Like a
carefully
monastery.
organized. Exactly. Like a Buddhist monastery.
Like,
Would you say you're in the temple that we're trying to go to?
Probably.
it's not out of the question. But,
You ascend the stairs.
like, do I see anything that might be used for self-defense?
Your hammer?
You have your hammer on your back. They didn't take your weapon from you.
No, that's not what I was asking.
What do
They
you
have.
If they
If-
could
Like,
defend
if someone
themselves.
attacks them.
They are the weapon.
No. You don't see anything like that.
So they might be like hand-to-hand monks. Should they
Or
have?
not fighters at all. But
Or
You ascend the
psionic,
stairs.
'cause they're trying to
Let's send
unlock
this
the
way,
power of their
Jay.
minds.
This country we know
That's not.
has been very isolated from the rest of the world.
I'm not.
Oh, Sengoku
They
period.
probably
true.
wouldn't have attackers.
That's true.
All right. So
Okay.
Pick a fight and see what happens. That's the easiest way.
that's not what I'm trying to do.
No.
you ascend the stairs into a large chamber.
Like, for one, they haven't taken my weapon away, so they at least
They don't see your hammer
You
as
see-
a threat.
They respect weapon rights. That's
Many
cool.
people
Dressed in the same fashion that your friend here is.
Oh God, you're in a cult.
and they are sitting cross-legged on the floor, candles all around. In the far end of the antechamber, nestled in the back amongst 4 red pillars, is a man seated in the same position. A man with a shaved head, large beard,
I like him already.
and fire in his eyes.
Oh.
And he's the singer of a band named Judas Priest.
With that, right
His name is Cyclops.
with that, I'm gonna close things out for the evening
All
because I
right.
have work in the morning.
That was short.
Sounds fair.
I will see you guys
How far are we?
next week.
How far are we from the temple at this point?
You're about 3/4 of the way there. You've reached the base of the mountain. You're at the base of the stairs.
So we gave up with the town then, I
Yeah.
take it? Okay. Because they were useless and on fire.
useless.
They're kind of busy
I'm-
with certain fires
I'm liking
put
this.
out.
Like, first impressions, I'm liking this so far.
hmm
Whether or not that retains itself, we'll have to wait till next week.
They're actually all shapeshifters. They become doppelgangers and try
No,
to eat you.
they're mimics.
Yeah.
They're all mimics.
They,
No,
It's just
no
one
mimic village.
It's
No
just
more
one
mimic
mimic.
village.
elder mimics.
Evan.
They become
Come on,
treasure
let's
chests.
Be real.
That
If there
was
was an
interesting.
mimic village, there wouldn't be people there.
There could be
Yeah.
elder mimics could mimic sentient forms that are more complex.
Or they could just be dead mimics that people live in.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Keep them shape-shifted, yeah. Why not? That works. You're gonna have a big dead
I'm-
body anyway. May as well
I'm
use
still-
it.
I still have a backup character just in case.
Likewise.
Because if Emran is to die, now is when it would happen.
This is the end.
Nah, you're not gonna die here. They like you.
Any other closing words before closing the recording?
That guy's gonna see you as like a son or something.
If you wake up in darkness, always
Yeah,
check
I
for a
see what you did there.
blindfold.
So long and thanks for all the fish.
All right, Douglas Adams, we're out.